Good day to everyone. On this fine day, it is another wonderful evening to start casting Rhaaah versus Tommygun on the map. I keep forgetting its name, Evergreen Forest. I'm gonna go with Evergreen Forest. We have Tommygun in the north with the Elven Ranger coming up with a double hunting cabin start. So we're gonna see a Guardian rush, but Rhaaah on the southern side with the yellow boys, Dwarven heritage, High Hierophant, and sends the mole across immediately. Also lovely color. Let me just, before I get yelled at again, make sure this is the default one. Then we get some sexy voices as well, which is always nice. Ah, I'm still on German. I keep forgetting that. But you'll bear with me. These races do have some good voices. Does not get a hit in on the zombies, so the level is up. Oh! The micro here. The Pathfinder's so low. Could have gotten him, but didn't, and the Mole Rider goes down, so that's a bit of a disappointment here. For our friend in yellow, Rhaaah, losing his precious Mole Rider. I'll never forgive him. They are beautiful little creatures. I don't expect anything fancy here. Yeah, full left side build. You know it, you've seen it. Scatter shot, kill shot, double brute force, some deep waters to round it all off. And then you just go around clearing stuff. Triple stone. Where are his workers? Did he exit it? Oh, he must have accidentally unassigned them. There we go. Okay, notices it now. So they are in. No biggie there. Oh, what is this? What is this? A fancy maneuver here. Will it work out? Looks like he's going for some worker harass. That could be interesting. While Rhaaah is clearing up shops down in the southeast. And he actually went forward. Okay, so he only went forward. That is interesting. Ah, because he's gonna do this. Does he have the food for it? The problem is he has one Guardian on top of extra, so he went for a Guardian rush build and is now gonna be a little bit delayed. But that is definitely very, very interesting. Tommygun with the plays here. Let's see if it works out for him. Gets a pretty good hit on the Axe Wielder. Denying the food income for the Dwarfs is always nice. But if you don't have that count... Oh, we're lagging a bit. That's not good. My PC has been acting up since the tournament a bit. I hope it's a temporary issue and not something more serious. Seems to stutter every, like, couple... Usually... it seems to stutter more often here. Usually it's like every 2 minutes or so. That Pathfinder has danced with death so long. Literally 1 HP. But the bro is holding his own. I root for him to stay alive for the entire game. So that's very interesting. Gets the growth up in front. Are we getting a growth up here? No, not yet. It would be interesting if he upgraded that, get the stone, and then a farm here. If he wants to play this way. Let's see, but we need that victory condition. Here's the level 5 for the Hierophant. And the creeps have not quite been denied. We have some stone harass, which is good. Let's see if that does anything. But Rhaaah is low on stone, so it is delaying him a bit. Loses an Axe Wielder as well. Might lose 2 here. Does indeed. So he's in a bit of a pickle here, and that Guardian also doing pretty decent work. Even though he's dancing with an Axe Wielder, which he should probably just ignore. Stonecutters are being back up. But that was a decent amount of economy damage. Oof. Get shot in the back, right between the shoulder band. And thank you, Naka. This map has terrible performance in general. The King 3 is struggling to render as you scroll. Really? Aha, interesting. Haven't been able to pay much attention to that. That was sexy for the elf boy. Not so sexy for the dwarf boys on the receiving end. That was a hell of a lot of damage. Let's see. So we have 6 pop here, down to 3 Axe Wielders. versus Tommygun's 5 Guardians. A lot of eco damage done. So far, Tommygun's plan definitely threw a curveball into Rhaah's plan here. I'm repeating a lot of words today, aren't I? Not quite well-oiled machine yet. Triple growth coming up front, so all this production is going to be down here. Very, very nice. And it is indeed a farm. How quaint. What an interesting build. I love it. Ah, yeah, enforcing the mistake on your enemy is always really good. Oh no! Even the hunters are over here. Oh my god. Just imagine if these guys were back online as well. How many workers would be here? That would be nearly the entire sector worth of workers. He had like one... He could go shop for a firebomb at his enemy's base and nuke him. But anyway, we probably should be paying attention, yeah? Yeah, we have no upgrade spot yet. We're floating a little bit of food. We do have double stone halls building. One is finished. Not producing yet, though. But Rhaah's really in a pickle. And I think Tommygun should really start trying to just grab those sectors. He could teleport back if he wants to. Because he definitely needs an additional sector for like some food production. But oh god, look at that. That's what I meant. So many dwarves always huddled together. So that's some wonderful harass here. That might be the first proper proxy play we've seen in a tournament so far. That is actually netting some results. But Rhaaah trying to get to level 5. Buying it with axe wielders though, which he desperately needs to defend against the incoming flood of guardians. So we'll see how that pans out for him. We are at level 3, we're gonna get level 4. Tommygun doesn't seem to have picked up on it. He's not... Like, he's always backing out again. I'm not quite sure why. He's not being pressured back. Guess he's trying to bait them to come back online. But he's already done the damage. So he probably should, yeah, either do this. Or really just go and expand himself a bit. That might be where his build falls a bit short. But oh, Axe Wielder goes down to the barrage. The Hierophant does not have her armor yet. So she is pretty damn squishy. The multi-scatter shot isn't quite up. There we go. Buys it now. What's he doing? He's just relocated his workers. Oh no, okay. He's just doing stuff. So very, very interesting. Hunting cabin coming up. Nice, nice. But looks like Tommygun has not picked up on the fact that Rhaaah has done the Medusas here. But other than that, it's a very, very interesting game. Let's see what else we got. So Rhaaah is up to 8 axe wielders, can't afford much else. The economy damage has really slowed him down. We do have a scouting post up here, but nothing built on it yet. Versus Tommygun, still on the lower sanctum. It's basically just running out of food at the moment. How fast is that producing? 21 seconds. But I think it's producing at half the rate. So the tooltip doesn't upgrade, but it seems like the efficiency is properly affected by the half the worker count. Because that was something that confused me about barracks. That the tooltip didn't get upgraded when you had only one worker in it. But they do seem to be actually working at the appropriate rates. So let's see what's gonna happen here. So some nice AoE from both heroes here. At the moment, Rhaaah only just with the standard cleave. In quotation marks only. Because it's still a hell of a lot of damage. Also the tier 3 crossbow has been purchased. So the Guardians are not gonna have the best of times here. So it all depends on who has the better micro. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of dead Guardians. He's trying to go for it, but I don't think it's worth it. The main is doing a lot of damage, as well as just her in general. Oh, lucky for this guy here. He ran out of range. Still a far, like we only have level 2 for the ranger. Now she's going for it. It's a bit late. He definitely had more time earlier. Now he needs to fight and use the hero to keep them at bay. Otherwise he's gonna use all his units to defend his hunting cabin, which is not what you want. And nice use of the snipes. Just target out single units. So finally the outpost is there. Do we see a teleport back? No, he waddles back. Maybe doesn't want his teleport to get baited out. So far it's a bit of a slap fest. How are we? We're still on double stone hull. 14 axe wielders now. Oh, another engagement. Barrage is pretty nice, but just the fact that we're on level 2 here is not helping our ranger girl. And it says, but note the Pathfinder hero is still alive. What a chat. Ah. So brutal. That kill shot always impairs you as well. Just to add insult to injury. So we haven't seen this upgraded yet, so no stone. So we are sticking on the tier 1, it seems. Another hunting cabin and another grove. Does he even have the food production for this? Seems to do. But he's not even using the capacities that he has, so the extra growth isn't not going to help him much here. But I think Rhaaah just recognizes that he's ahead in level, so he's just going to trade into this. And he's going to trust his superior unit, what's it called? Perseverance? Almost. I think my pronunciation wasn't quite right. To carry the day here. Okay, so at least these get a hunting cabin up. Yeah, both of them can't afford tier 2 at all. We also don't see like an extra char burner. Nope, just double hunting cabin. Oh, he did actually not have the tier 3 crossbow. My bad. I really thought this one with the steel bow would be the tier 3. So I have to look out for the gold laminated one. Good to know, good to know. Yeah, he's going for the Medusas now on the other side. You can guess how far your enemy is gripped by the hero level. So he knows the ranger is only level 2. That means the Medusas have most definitely not been done at all. Oh, could be some nice worker kills here. Gets 2 of them. Best Pathfinder ever, still alive. I like it. Relatively close. So at the moment this is just a pure economy fight. Everybody's popping out tier 1 units until the sun sets. And then hope that they'll get ahead. Oh, Rhaaah has been spending some charcoal. We'll check later if that means tier 2 or just some crossbow boys. It's a flat -10, so I would expect tier 2 to be the cause of that. So many tier 1 units today. The dwarfs of the elves and the beards. The knife ears versus the bearded stunties. Just a complete bloodbath. We have reached level 3 each thanks to all the killing, which is kind of rare to just level up by units killed this early in the game at least. Looks like there were some. Not quite sure if that guardian was there on purpose. But you can definitely get some stuff done. We are inching ever closer to level 5. And once that hits, if our elf boy hasn't transitioned yet. Oh wow, the main's already out of food. We're still not making any stone, I think. So we're gonna be stuck there. And it is indeed a town hall upgrade. Hunting cabins here are also empty now. Char burners coming up now. Uh-oh, if Rhaaah just goes and grabs the Medusas, we might be in trouble here.
Wir werden angegriffen.
For Tommygun, but oh! That is just always so brutal. If he was like if he was a couple levels ahead now, if he grabbed the Medusas at some point, that might actually be a one-shot with some points in brute force. That was disgusting. Honestly, at this point, it's one of the rare occasions where you might as well just grab
Wir
the
werden angegriffen.
worker armor upgrade for 5 food. It is pretty cheap. Not sure if he's scouting there or if that's just a very weird rally point set by accident. Oh, he's gonna be pretty close to level 5 soon. But for the moment, oh, yeah, he might lose a lot of axe wielders for a single grove here. That could spell trouble. Very interesting game.
Wir werden angegriffen.
Yeah, okay, we're adding now some crossbow boys towards the mix. Which actually isn't helping him against this composition. It does overlap the damage if you have enough axe wielders in the front. So it's still better than nothing. But the axe wielder count has been reset time and time again. But so did the guardian count. Oh, we have level 5. Now Tommygun's in trouble. He's on level 3. The guardian count's running low now. Oh, look at that! Look at that bloodbath. Just one barrage shotgun. So I really like the idea of the proxy play here, but I think he just needed to grab these Medusas, maybe grab them at some point. He did have the time in between to deny that XP, because the win condition for the Dwarf is the level 5 Hierophant in these tight matches. But if he keeps developing and smoothing out the strategy, it could actually work in the future as well. And then like players would have to adjust in their capping orders, etc, etc. It was a nice play to go past the Medusa sector, since most players will choice of route is the right side. Just because it is a clean one and it's just a simple circle. Goes after the grove again. I'm not quite sure if that's worth it at the moment. Just kill the units. Like, you've reset his army time and time again.
Wir werden angegriffen.
At the moment, he's just bleeding units for one single grove. Like, he loses his entire army.
Wir werden angegriffen.
He's still ahead in PopCap, though, since he's producing behind all of this. And Tommy is having a lot of wood. And a decent amount of food, so really should just upgrade his shrines to get that stone going. Check up. And I think that's a concede. GG, well played to Rhaaah. Nice comeback. But very nice strategy by Tommygun. Most definitely. If he smoothes it out, figures out the win conditions better, and gets a bit more snappy on his playstyle, like go after the stonecutters, then grab the Medusas, go back into the stonecutters, that kind of deal. Then he's got something there. Also needs to plan on a transition if this fails. The middle sector in the north could have still been upgraded, and then on top of the farm could have put a stone mine there. Get level 2 eventually. Even if you still have a lot of guardians, the melee upgrade is definitely worth it for them. And you definitely had the wood to get the buildings and everything out. But GG, well played. Very, very interesting. Nice comeback by Rhaaah. Figured out what he needed to do. And just keep the pressure on to keep Tommygun busy. But that was a good start.